Hello everyone, welcome you back in this physics video. Today we are going to learn about how to find out the magnetic field of a current carrying circular wire of infinite length by using Ampere's circuital law. Okay, so there we are going to consider the 3 points. So one point that it is will be out of the wire, second point it is going to be on the surface of the wire, and the third point it is going to be inside the circular wire. So let us to find it out firstly on that point which is outside the wire. So let us to consider over here, this is the infinite circular wire which is going to carrying the current I, and let it be the small that finite length of this wire. Okay, what we have said over here, this is the infinite length of the wire through which the current is passing, and here we have suppose this is the finite length of the wire. Let there be a point P1 over here which is outside the wire at a distance r from this finite length of that infinite straight conductor. So at this point P1 we want to find out the magnetic field. So this point P1 it is just outside of that wire. But it may be the question to your mind that how this is going to be a circular wire. Actually we are getting the wire which is this is the cylindrical shape. This is the that shape of the wire which we are having. Okay. So over here now, if we are considering that it is the axis of this wire, the dotted line is going to show the axis. Okay, so the magnified diagram I'm going to show over here. This is the circular wire, and which is having, this is the axis of this circular wire, the center of the circular wire, and from here the point is going to lie outside of this. Okay, so over here that letter A is the radius of the wire, and we are getting this R point which is outside the wire. Okay, so here R is greater than A, thus we are saying that point P1 is outside of this straight or infinite length of the conductor. So now according to Ampere circuital law, you have to draw a circular loop which will pass through that point where you want to find out this magnetic field. Okay, this is that circular loop I have considered, and imagine or consider the direction of this magnetic consider the direction of the loop. Okay, so here I am going to consider this direction, it is going to be anti-clockwise. So on this circular loop we are going to consider this is the small elemental length which is dl, and its direction is same as the loop direction is there. So tangent on this one will give us the direction of magnetic field, therefore it is direction of the magnetic field. Now according to Ampere circuital law, if we add the magnetic field on these small elements which is on this circular path, so this will set as line integral of closed loop of that magnetic field along this circular loop, which is equals to mu naught I. So as we are known that it is in vector form, so vector that direction of magnetic field and the direction of length vector both are in same direction, so therefore in scalar form it will come as BDL cos of the angle between these two mu naught I, and here the angle is 0 degree because magnetic field and elemental length both are in same direction, so thus it is integration of BDL which is equal to mu naught I. Now we found over here that magnetic field is going to be same on this circular loop. So B is constant and the sum of all the small length on this circular loop, that will become 2 pi r, and which is equal to mu naught I, and thus we got that this is magnetic field is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r. So this is that magnetic field which we got even though with the help of White-Savart's law. and similarly over here with the help of this Ampere circuit law we got the same answer. So that magnetic field outside the wire at a distance r, it is B equal to mu naught I upon by 2 pi r. Now here we are going to discuss second case, that magnetic field at a point on the surface of the wire. So what it will be with the help of Ampere circuit law. So for this purpose, as we are having this wire, it is actually cylindrical shaped wire it is, and there it is the axis center of this wire. So we are supposing from this center that now the point is going to lie at this point, which is P1. So as we already said that the radius of this wire is equal to A. Okay, so therefore this is that point O, center. Now over here, that the magnetic field, we have to find out this one on the surface of this one. Okay, and the current which is passing through this wire, it is going to be I current. Okay, now according to Ampere circuit law, you have to pass a circular loop from that point where you want to determine this magnetic field. Okay, so this is that circular loop I have considered. Now that direction of the loop I have considered it to be anti-clockwise. Okay, so over there, that once again small elemental length, if I will consider at this point P, small elemental length, so the tangent will give us the direction of magnetic field on it. Okay, and this small elemental length, it is having the same direction as this loop we are supposing. So that means here that direction, it is upward, and magnetic field is tangent to it, it is also in upward. So thus we are getting this magnetic field then on that point which is on the surface, it will be here R is equal to A. So therefore magnetic field can be written as mu naught I upon me 2 pi A. Previously it was written R, now it is written over here A, because R is equal to A. This is that magnetic field on the surface of wire. Now case number 3, that magnetic field at a point inside the wire. So for this, just to suppose that this is our wire and that it is the center, that line which is going to divide it into two equal halves. So through it that current I is going to pass. That current is passing through the wire. Okay, it is not from the center line this current is passing. Okay, now over here that as we are already taking that the radius of this wire, it is going to be A. But this time that the point, it is going to lie inside. So let it be the P2 point which we are considering inside this wire. So let this radius to be R of this point P2. Okay, the distance from this axis. Now according to the Ampere circuit law, you have to complete a circular loop. So here I have taken, this is the Gauss, that Amperian loop which I have taken over here. So now that the direction of the loop, as I am going to taken, this is to be anti-clockwise. So over here small elemental length at this point, its direction will be the direction of the loop, so it is upward, and the tangent on it, that will give us the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so therefore we can write from Ampere circuit law, this line integral of that magnetic field on the closed loop, it will be equals to mu naught I. So I means what is that? It is the current which is going to pass, current inside the loop. Okay, which current that we are going to consider? It is that current which is inside the loop. We are not taking this whole current which is in the wire, only that current which is going from inside of the loop. Now that means we need to determine how much is that current which is passing through only this loop. So over here this current I am going to consider it is as mu naught I dash. Let this current, it is to be I dash. So here you will find that how much was the area of the wire. So it was having this radius, it was a, and therefore its area becomes pi a square. And how much was that current which is passing from this area? It was I current. Okay, then from unit area, how much was that current from a unit area? So you will find that the current which will pass from its unit area, it will be I upon में pi a square. This is that current which is passing from its unit area. Okay, now how much is the area of this loop? So we get that therefore area of the loop, it is going to be that of pi, and its radius is r, so it is pi r square. Okay, so that current which is passing from unit area, it is I upon में pi a square. Then how much is the current from this area? So that will be I dash. Okay, therefore I dash is equal to that area of loop into this that current from unit area, and this is equals to that area of loop, it is pi r square into I by pi a square. So pi and pi is going to cancel, and thus we got it is as I r square by a square. This is that current which is passing through that area. Okay, now why we are taking this I dash over here? Because initially that area was bigger, now the loop area is smaller. That's why we are saying that total current is not going to pass through this wire, through this loop. Okay, so there is that the part of current which is passing, so we have determined this is only I r square upon my a square. This is that amount of current which passes through it. Therefore then what will be the magnetic field at this point P2? So we are going to mention this one, as it is said that line integral of this magnetic field on closed loop. So it was equal to mu naught I dash. I dash now we got it is as I r square by a square. Okay. So over here this is in scalar form, it is BDL and cos. So what will be the angle between them? It is 0 degree. So cos 0, it is equals to that 1, and b is constant. So how much is that total length of this circular loop? So we got over here this total length, it will be 2 pi r, which is equal to mu naught I r square by a square. So thus this b is equals to that r and r will cancel its power, and we are having it is mu naught I r upon में 2 pi a square. Okay, this is that magnetic field. So one thing that you will see here, the magnetic field inside the wire, it is going to be directly proportional on that distance. ठीक है, तो जो distance था उस P2 का उस axis से, that it was r. Okay, so therefore magnetic field जो थी वो उस distance के directly proportional है. And on surface as in our previous discussion, there r becomes equal to a, and magnetic field it was equal to minus that of mu naught I upon में 2 pi a, while that magnetic field which is outside, so this is magnetic field which is outside, which was inversely proportional to r. So now we are going to look over here the variation of this magnetic field for a wire with the distance from its axis. Okay, so that's we are having one side I am going to consider this is the magnetic field, while the other side that I am going to take it is the distance from the axis. Okay, so we are known inside the wire this magnetic field goes on increasing with the distance, and when it becomes on the surface, so that time this r equals to a. Okay, so at this point R becomes equal to A on the surface, and outside of this surface we found it that it decreases with the distance. So here it is inversely proportional to that R. Okay, so thus we got this is the variation of magnetic field for that circular current carrying wire. So we have taken over here 3 points: inside, outside, and on the surface. With the help of Ampere circuital law we have determined it. Thanks for watching this video.